you're playing with really good players, it's pretty easy.
So what's good, YouTube? We are back here for another video, and today I really wanted to talk about the Brooklyn Nets. Now guys, I made a video a few months ago talking about how the Brooklyn Nets were going to be winning the 2021 NBA championship, but obviously with the James Harden trade, a lot of things have changed for this team. I mean, the biggest thing that I actually credited this team for was really their depth, because obviously they really overachieved in the NBA bubble with guys like Caris LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jared Allen. They had a lot of great players, a lot of good depth on this team. And obviously you guys know with the James Harden trade, pretty much Caris LeVert, prayers out to Caris LeVert. He got traded to the Pacers, and they also lost Jared Allen to the Cleveland Cavaliers, which I don't even know why they were included in this deal. Looking at this team, I still think that this team is not work. I mean, obviously we've seen so many players, so many analysts, so many guys saying that this team is not gonna work. There's just one ball, the kind of same old clutter. And that's one of the main reasons why I made this video, is because I really want to hear what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, because I personally think that this team can still work. Obviously, you need a lot of depth to even win a championship, and you need defense, which are two things this team is definitely lacking. But I think that people don't really account for. During the playoffs, they're only really running an 8 to 9 man in rotation anyways. And looking at how good James Harden was in his debut, where he had a triple-double, 14 assists, KD had 40 points. That looks really good to me. And granted, it was against the Orlando Magic, and Kyrie Irving was not factored into this. But the more and more I think about it, it's like these guys can play an entire game, the entire 48 minutes, with either Harden, Kyrie, KD, or 2 or 3 of them on the court at all times. And that's something that no other team has. Like, you already know that Steve Nash and Mike D'Antoni are going to be staggering these guys' minutes, which really means that at every single second there is a killer on the floor. And I think that they could utilize that. Obviously, this team has a lot of holes, and really their only current role players that can really play, in my opinion, are guys like Joe Harris, Jeff Green, maybe TLC, Shamet, and maybe Perry. Cause I'm looking at DeAndre Jordan, and most of the time I'm like, why are you even out there? The Brooklyn Nets are most definitely not done making trades. I see them going after a big man, some defensive players. There are still some guys out there in free agency, guys like Dwayne Dedmon, Damari Carroll, Andre Robertson, Shumpert, and Kyle O'Quinn that I think can actually play some valuable minutes on this team, whether it's defense or whether it's just some bench help as well. Because I'm gonna be honest, Dinwiddie's already out the entire season. Claxton is also out. Losing Caris LeVert is a big deal, but I think the biggest loss for them was definitely Jared Allen. DeAndre Jordan, just seeing him on the court, it's like, hey yo, somebody out there just don't belong. Like, literally somebody out there is a net negative compared to everybody else. Like, I really like James Harden out there. I like Kyrie Irving. I like Joe Harris, and obviously Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. Now, the one theory that I've been testing around is like, who's gonna be the lead ball handler? I honestly think that Kyrie Irving should be transitioned more off ball. That's what I personally think, like kind of getting him open through screens, the same way the Warriors run plays for Stephen Curry off ball. That's what I think, because I think that as a total player and as a point guard, James Harden is honestly better. I think that James Harden has better court vision, better passing ability. Factoring all of that in, I think that James Harden should start off at point guard and just make them kind of both combo guards, if that makes sense. This man Shaq said that this year is championship or bust, and that James Harden has to win whenever he was going through his entire tirade. I don't necessarily think so, but I do think that this team should make the Eastern Conference Final. That with some of the top teams, this team matches up really well with. Maybe not against Milwaukee, because Giannis plays so much in the bench and they don't really got a center, but I think with other teams, this team has so much playoff experience and so many favorable matchups to where nobody in the East can really stop this team's offense. And during the regular season, they're gonna win a lot of games. This really, to me, just comes down to the Lakers and the Western Conference, because I think that the Nets have a strong chance of making it out of the East and at least to the Eastern Conference Finals. The favorite is the Lakers, and on the Lakers, the biggest problem for them is gonna be Anthony Davis, because nobody can really guard him there. LeBron's normally gonna eat, but you also gotta think that the Lakers also have nobody to really check Harden, Kyrie, or KD, and the best role player players are Schroeder, Trez, KCP, and Kuzma, which is a really good bench, but those guys' minutes are probably going to be cut down in the playoffs. This entire scenario is just so interesting because I've never seen a team like these Brooklyn Nets. Like, these guys legitimately have two of the greatest scorers of all time in Kevin Durant and in James Harden, and then Kyrie Irving is a killer as well. Like, they have so many great guys that are so good one-on-one, that are so good offensively. I've seen all the jokes about there being one ball and that how is this gonna work. James Harden ISO. Yo, last night I saw James Harden take the first mid-range shot that I've seen in like 4 years, which shows me that he's ready to like change, and I think that Kyrie Irving is ready to actually change as well. They want to win, so I would imagine that all of them are going to play their roles very well. James Harden said the same thing. He was like, look, I'm here to win. These numbers and these stats, I don't really care about anymore. It's really just winning a championship. Kyrie Irving kind of said the exact same thing whenever he left Boston. Ever he was younger, he used to chase stats and chase awards, but now he's really just focused on winning. So I think that at the end of the day, these guys will figure it out. All of them have insane basketball IQs, and all of them know the game really well. But guys, I want to hear what you guys think. Do you guys think the Brooklyn Nets are going to be winning the 2021 NBA championship or a championship at all? I think that this team is going to be really scary. So guys, let me know y'all's thoughts and y'all's opinions in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to go ahead and drop a like on it. Go ahead and subscribe. And other than that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. A lot more content coming to the channel, a lot more heat. And other than that, I look forward to reading all of y'all's comments. And I'm out, guys. Peace.